everyone, I'm Lacey Jones, the creator of Gratified Soul. Thank you so much for watching my video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 ways to stay healthy throughout the whole year. Make sure to stay to the end though, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway and bonus tip. So let's get started. Number one is hydration, because it is so vital to us. No matter what I tell you in these videos, if it comes to skincare, health, weight loss, I'm always going to tell you to drink more water. Now, most people don't know how much water they need to drink, and the key is to take your full body weight in pounds, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces you should be getting in a day for water intake. Now, you can also eat your water, which is a little bit different and maybe confusing to some, but that just means eating vegetables and fruits that are high in water content that your body can absorb. So if you're not able to drink a ton of water, reach for the cucumber or get some watermelon in your diet, but that is going to help you a lot. Another thing is to try and limit your water intake out of plastic bottles, and never, ever, ever, ever drink water bottles that have been left in a heated car, or drink water bottles that are plastic in the sauna. And also stay away from any water bottles that are made of plastic that maybe have been left outside in hot locations. When we lived in Hong Kong, we never drank any bottles that were in plastic, and the same goes for Las Vegas, because you don't know where those bottles have been stored before they got to the store that you're actually purchasing them from. Number two is replacing our toxic household cleaners. The reason I moved this to number two is because I think this is an easy switch for all of us and something that will make us stay healthy all year round. I don't know anyone that is married to their window cleaner and cannot live without it. However, food is going to be a difficult one to replace, but we'll get to that later. Now, EWG.org is a great resource for you guys if you want to check the products that you currently have to see the rating that they get. They rate all their products from A to F for their household cleaners, and a lot of the ones that received F are ones you know and possibly in your house at this moment. Windex, Pledge, Lysol, Clorox, Mr. Clean have all received Fs. But there are other options, cleaner options, and ones that work. So I want to show you some of the ones that I use, and BioClean is probably one of my favorites, and this company has received all A's on all of their products. Even their bleach, which bleach we all are pretty much afraid of. This got an A, this got an A. This is a pet stain remover. Another really great brand is this Green Shield Organic, also received an A. But my favorite is Dr. Bronner's, because it is multi-purpose. Comes in all different scents, and those are essential oils, not perfumes. And you can use this as your body wash, which I do, sorry, be a little dirty. You can use it for your hair rinse, you can use it for your laundry, cleaning dishes, cleaning your countertops, washing your dog, and the list goes on. This is very safe for you and your family and your pets, and I highly recommend Dr. Bronner's. Number three is trying to replace toxic products that we put on our skin. Now, these are things we put on our skin on a daily basis that increases the toxic load and makes it really difficult for our body to deal with the other day-to-day things that it's already dealing with. I would love to talk about a lot of these things in depth, but this is going to be a very watered down version for you guys, so it's very short and concise. And I'm going to talk about two products right now that I think you need to get rid of. If you want to know right away what products you should avoid, EWG also has a resource for you. It's called Skin Deep, and that has over 80,000 products that they rate on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most harmful. One of the ones I really want to talk about is something that I just changed last year. Keith and I have been on a very long health path of eliminating a lot of toxins from our lives, but the gel nails are one thing that was really difficult to give up until I started doing more research and finding out that it has formaldehyde in it and all these other carcinogens. And if you don't know what a carcinogen is, that means it's cancer causing. So I found two companies. One is BioSeaweed, and another one is NCLA's Jealous. They have great colors, and they are a 7-free formula, which means they are free of the 7 most harmful toxins that you will find in most of these products. The other one is one that I really want you to look at and check out right now, and that's deodorant. If your deodorant has any aluminum compounds in it, please, please, please get rid of it. There's enough research out there that shows the link between these aluminum compounds and cancer in women and in men, breast cancer and prostate cancer. you're going to find, if you look in your cabinet right now, it's highly possible if you get your deodorant from a drugstore that it's in that. As well as there's triclosan, which we'll talk about that in a moment, but this is one that I use. It's naturally fresh. I'll put the link down below. It basically is just salt and water, but it works like a charm. I put this to the test in Hong Kong when I was sweating my buns off all day long, all night long, and this works. I don't know about the others, but if you're afraid of dealing with smells or being sweaty, you have to realize that the lymphatic system has to move all of this out. It has to have a way of eliminating the toxins. And if you're not doing that and you're plugging this and you're keeping all those toxins in the lymph nodes, you're going to have problems. And there's tons and tons of research that link this aluminum and triclosan to cancer. So please, 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 if you only do one thing out of all of this list, change your deodorant, please. Number 4 is sleep quality. I can't stress the importance of sleep enough. This is the time that our body repairs itself, produces hormones, and is so vital to our health. What you can do to keep your sleep quality at its best: wearing an eye mask, blocking out all of the light. You can use electrical tape on any blue lights that are in your room, using earplugs if you happen to live somewhere where it's noisy. Also, if you can turn down the thermostat where it's colder, it's so much better for you. Keith and I have it around 65. That might be a little too cold for you, but hey, it's another excuse to kind of cuddle it up. So I am going to talk about this a lot more in further detail in another future video, but sleep is super important. Number 5 is less exposure to electronics. Now this is very wide and something that I also will talk about in great depth to help you guys, but I really want to stress the importance of turning your phone into airplane mode while you sleep. It's absolutely unnecessary to have your phone right by your head for however long you end up sleeping. May it be 6 to 12 hours, hopefully not 12. You should be getting 6 to 9 ideally, but staying away from Wi-Fi as much as possible. Get a Wi-Fi router out of your room if it's in your room, away from your pets or your children. That is the biggest source of EMFs, and I can talk a lot more about EMFs, and I will actually link below Dr. Mercola's video that he has done. That's a very eye-opening one on EMFs that come from our cell phones or Wi-Fi in general. And also getting rid of the blue light, especially towards the end of the night when we need to sleep. Our body needs to be getting into that circadian rhythm, and when you have a screen right in front of you that's a blue light, it's very difficult. Try and use a blue blocker glass or one of those glasses that you can do. Blue Shark Optics is a great option. There's a few others that I can name off if you really want to know, and I will definitely do another video just on EMFs and getting away from electronics. But if you can, Keith and I do this, turn off your Wi-Fi at night, the router itself, and turn it back on in the morning. You don't need to have the Wi-Fi going on all through the house while you're sleeping. And if you can't do that, at least turn your phone into airplane mode. Number 6 is cutting back on sugar. Cancer feeds off of sugar. Plain and simple. I don't even think I need to talk more about that, but it also causes obesity. Once our insulin level spikes, we start storing fat. It also throws our hormones off. Sugar in general should be avoided as much as possible. And also, if you can, our blood sugar levels are much better at night than they are in the morning when we've been sleeping and fasting. So try to have your smoothies or any juices or other things later on versus first thing in the morning, which will really spike your insulin levels. Number 7 is being mindful of the quality of your food and your supplements. This is a very, very important one. You really need to look at what you're putting in your body and start thinking of food as fuel. Supplements can be very dangerous if they're not good quality, and you really need to look into the food that you're eating to make sure that it's organic, free of all the chemicals. You also have to look into the meats that you're eating, that they are grass-fed. There's pasture-raised eggs that you can have, but really try and stick with what's healthy, what's normal, and what would normally occur in nature, and getting away from any genetically modified foods and anything that's fried. Fried foods are unstable oils that our body are using to make new cells. And when we're using unstable oils to make new cells, we are now making unstable cells, which can lead to cancer and other issues that are very terrible for our body. Number 8 is incorporating movement into our daily lives. Doesn't mean that you have to work out every single day, but at least walk or bounce up and down on a rebounder. And you don't even have to bounce as hard, just try and get a little bit movement. The main key to this is because our lymphatic system is what moves the toxins out of our body and also carries white blood cells to other areas where it's needed. However, it doesn't have a pump like our circulatory system, so the only way it's going to move is through movement or manually moving it itself. So if you're not able to work out or walk around or do things, another really good option for you is lymphatic massage or dry brushing. Now, our CSM dry brush has little nodules in it that will help push the lymphatic fluid a little bit more down and to where the lymph nodes are. There will be a video coming on how to dry brush, but if you do want to know more about that, just put a comment down below and I'm more than happy to talk about that. Number 9 is adding bone broth to our diet. This is very important to me. I drink this on a daily basis. If you follow me on social media, you've seen all of my posts. I also even have a quick and easy bone broth recipe, which I'll add down below. This is so important because our cells are made out of these things that when we drink bone broth, we are giving our cells exactly what it needs. We're giving it collagen, we're giving it glycine, and we're giving it amino acids. Now, if you're a vegan or if you're vegetarian, you can use maybe amino acids as your supplement to try and get those building blocks in, but I cannot recommend enough to take bone broth into your daily intake as much as possible. Number 10 is to reduce stress. This can be coming in many forms for you. You can choose whatever makes you happy, whatever releases that stress. Breathing is a great one. Meditation, I know is hard for a lot, but that is a good way too. Taking a bubble bath, reading a book, getting a massage or facial, just self-care and gratitude. Being thankful for the things that we have in our life and the things that are around us. The fact that we're alive alone is an amazing thing and something that we should be very grateful for. So try as much as you can to reduce your stress. And I will also put a link down below on box breathing that can help you when you're having a little anxiety or when you need to just chill out just for a second. And now it's time to talk about our bonus tip. The bonus tip is getting as much oxytocin as you can. That's the love hormone that gets released in the brain when we're around other humans, when we get that touch. And it doesn't have to be a human, actually. We can include our pets. And when we pet, oh, Abby's bringing in our little baby. We adopted a little Bali last year, because it was 2017. And she's just the sweetest little thing. But she loves to be in the lap, and I love petting her. And it has brought so much joy into my life, on top of the fact that it helps reduce stress. So oxytocin is the way to go. Now it's time to talk about the giveaway. For this giveaway, I am giving one lucky winner a $100 gift card to Amazon or Sephora or Whole Foods or something of your choice that you would like, whoever the winner may be. And this one is going to be very easy on how to enter. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this photo, and comment down below on what you thought was the most important or something you'd like me to elaborate more on, which each subject I will talk about more in depth in future videos. And I need to start hanging out with this little girl because she wants some attention. But if you write in the comments below what you'd like to see a lot more of or something that was maybe eye-opening for you, I would love to hear about it, and that will get you into the giveaway, which I will pick a winner in the next couple days. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be giving you a lot more content this year, and I hope you stay tuned.